Hello everybody, my name is Xuul and welcome to Xuul's Suggested Software. In today's episode, we are going to be looking at the software Grammerly. What is Grammerly, you might ask? Well, it is an app that is aimed at making your grammar and spelling on the internet better. Here are the claims that I have seen on the Grammerly main website page. So first of all, you can get Grammerly for free. It eliminates and corrects over 250 different kinds of grammatical mistakes, catches contextual spelling errors and poor vocabulary usage. Works everywhere online. This is done through a browser plugin, and it's built by the world's leading linguists. It also says it's the most accurate grammar checker on the market, able to fix tons of different contextual mistakes, and this is a big one. So affect, effect, lay, lie, there, and loose and lose. These are the mistakes that will get you devoured by trolls on Reddit. So, is Grammerly all it's cracked up to be? Is it actually able to help you, save you from the relentless torment of those trolls when you just want to write your fanfiction or make a blog post or something like that? Let's find out. So first and foremost, a lot of the stuff that Grammerly claims just isn't true. So first of all, it claims that it's free, which is sort of true. There is a free version available with very limited functionality. It functions mostly as a spell checker, but the main version of Grammerly is a paid piece of software that has a $30 a month subscription plan, which in my opinion is way too high. Originally, it looks like they want $40 a month, which is insanely high. You can buy the annual plan for about $12 a month, and that's apparently 20% off, which is ridiculous. But I just cannot see this being worth it. Maybe if I wrote a blog, or if I wrote fan fiction, or if I was writing maybe a little novel, and I didn't have another human being who could check my grammar for me, this might be worth getting, but for the most part, it's not. And the reason I don't see it being worth it is because Grammerly just plain makes a lot of mistakes. Let's take a look at this Reddit post. I'm not going to say Grammarly's bad because it's certainly better than nothing, and I am going to recommend it just a little bit, but let's take a look at this Reddit post here. So it's mostly just some gobbledygook nonsense, but the reason that we're looking at it is because these are all different sentences with grammatical errors that I typed out. So as we can see, there's a little 7 here, which means there's 7 critical issues and 3 advanced issues. Now, advanced issues are only fixable with premium. These are most likely punctuation mistakes and word choice. So for example, if I use good, and I use good like 6 times in my essay, Grammarly is actually going to call me out on that with the premium version. It's going to say, no, actually, that's not something you should be using so much, and it'll suggest some synonyms. So it's useful in that regard. But how's it hold up on this Reddit post? Well, there's 2 ways to fix a Grammarly mistake. You can mouse over something, and it will tell you what the mistake is, and even give you some suggestions. You can just click on them to fix them. Then Grammarly will re-examine, or you can click correct, which will open up the Grammarly app and allow you to take a look at the entire thing all at once. I am so sad all day is the correct answer there. And then the period has a space after it. That's incorrect. It was the 11th time it happened. Nothing said about that. You're a nice person, so if we mouse over it here, it does correct the yours. This is a big one on the internet, and it's kind of why I thought about doing the episode on this, because perhaps English is your second language, or you're just not that good at the English language, and you post on the internet, you post things like that. This will help you out a ton, and it'll get a lot of the trolls off your back, which is nice. And then, now that the sentence is complete, it's going to go back, and it's going to tell me that this too is also wrong. So as you can see, it doesn't always correct things in the right order. For example, it didn't recognize this as a sentence, but now it does. So I'd likes to go to the store? No, Grammarly. That is actually incorrect, and this is another problem, is we kind of see it right here. It made a mistake, and that mistake is a pretty bad one. So maybe if we put that there, see if Grammarly fix it. Yes. So once we put the "i'd" there, and get it like that, it will fix things. So as you can see, if the sentence is too degraded, it will make a lot of problems, but if you get it close, it will help. So is Grammarly worth using for internet posts? Well, for the free version, yeah. Now you'll see there's 3 advanced issues that require premium, and I'm guessing that the advanced issues are the incorrect formatting of these commas, probably incorrect word choice, something like that. So let's take a look at what those actually are. Which is right here. So word order is incorrect, improper formatting, and the use of colloquial phrases. This is, something that is not formal. Perhaps it's not the right thing you would want to say. It probably refers to 11th right here, stuff like that. It seems most of the really useful features, the features you would use on an essay for example, are locked behind premium, which is a bit unfortunate, especially since there's no trial. Alright, now that we've looked at the web app in action, we're going to look at the Grammarly Document Examiner app. So this is basically the main app. It's app@grammerlee.com, and it's where you can upload Word documents, blog posts, whatever you really want, and have Grammarly parse through them. So as we can see, there is several different documents here. I ran today's script for this episode through Grammarly. I went a little bit off script, and there is still one error there, so it's probably more my fault than Grammarly's fault at this point. So this is an essay about the ethical implications of appearance-based hiring in contemporary culture. It talks about the women and feminist movements, civil rights movement, affirmative action, all sorts of stuff like that. As you can see, there's a lot of problems with it. There's 63 critical issues. So as we can see here, Grammarly recognizes the Oxford comma. This is a good one, although the style I wrote this essay with did not call for the Oxford comma. We'll still use it anyway. And then there's a lot of other different things that Grammarly notices here that are wrong. For example, organizations with a Z. Maybe we want organizations possessive. Overall, Grammarly does a mediocre job at fixing grammar. It does allow for a lot of mistakes to be caught that you might not have otherwise noticed, but it also misses a lot of things. Perhaps if I had premium, it would be able to fix things. As you can see, there is a lot of problems with Grammarly in the advanced issues. These are mostly going to be the usage of common words. I have a tendency to repeat myself when I write. I'm aware of this. Grammarly would be super helpful for that. The passive voice, of course, Grammarly prefers the active voice. Some people will tell you the passive voice is superior for writing. I'm going to side with Grammarly on this one. Research papers should be written in the active voice so that you don't make people want to kill themselves while reading them. It's also a little bit wordy. It's got colloquial phrases, complex and punctuation errors, that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, I don't see this being worth $140 a year. That is way too much, at least without a free trial. I should be able to sign up with Grammarly and get a free month. Yeah, there's a 1-week money-back guarantee, but that's not enough for me, Grammarly. It's just not. As far as the free version goes, I suggest this just because it will help you, especially if English isn't your first language. Grammarly will help, but overall, Grammarly needs some work, it needs a free trial, and it needs to not be so expensive. If you're a student, maybe you can convince your parents that $140, or maybe they'll split it with you, or something like that, might be worth it, because it will probably improve your essay grades by quite a bit. But other than that, it's not worth it. If you're a business professional and you write out a ton of emails, it also might be worth it if you could put it on the company dime, but I wouldn't buy Grammarly at all. And I don't recommend that you do either. Anyways, this has been a bit of a long, rambly episode. I went a little bit off the script there. I've been trying to sort of hone these into a bit more focused episodes lately. Thank you very much for watching. I have been Xuul. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Today I have suggested Grammarly somewhat, at least the free parts of Grammarly. I've been Xuul. Please consider subscribing to my channel and checking out some other videos. Hopefully there'll be a lot more suggested softwares in the future. I've been loving doing these. They're not the most popular series, but I think they're really necessary. There should be some more tech videos in the future, and for those of you who love modding videos, those are coming too. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I've been Xuul, and I hope you have an excellent day.